So, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
So, Mr. Ivan, before we start, can you please introduce yourself for the people who don't know about you?
My name is Ewan Murray. I'm 31, and
That's it for now. All right, yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
I'm a revert. Yeah.
Houston, Texas. Nerede doğmuş, okul durumu?
So, like, how about your school? Where did you born?
I was born in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
My father got murdered. My mom gave me up when I was 9.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up in state custody.
Mm-hmm.
I bounced around a lot. I've had probably 40 foster homes.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in facilities, and then once I turned 18, I aged out and just kind of ventured, moved different states and tried to figure life out.
Yeah.
Life led me to Islam, which it was meant. Allah had a plan.
Yeah.
This is all His plan.
Yeah. So, Mr. Ivan, my first question is, how did you meet with Islam? What did make you learn about it?
Well, I was, it's simple. Here's how I weighed it out. The Big Bang Theory does not make sense. So there is a God.
Yeah.
So, the only two, religions that claim that, because Judaism is about race, that makes no sense.
Exactly.
Buddha is about a dude, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
A guy. I don't want to worship a man. So either Christianity or Islam. I've never heard about Islam until recently. But Christianity, and I thought Islam was all terrorists. They're just suicide bombers. It was negative.
So before you know Islam, you're you taught that because of the society.
Yes.
You thought that Islam was a terrorist religion.
Yes.
It was always suicide bombing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I heard it was the enemy of Christianity. It was bad people and they hide their women, all the stereotypes.
Yeah.
But I grew up in America where it's not a Muslim country and it's a lot different. So anyway, I kind of took the Christianity serious and more serious.
Yeah.
But I would ask my pastor questions, never had answers.
Yeah.
The Trinity never made sense. And when I asked, he was like, don't question God. And then none of that made sense. For instance, how does God die? And then I always, here's another question you had, but I just blended in. No, I'll go back. But anyway, how I learned about Islam, so I was taking the Christianity serious, but it never really made full sense. So about a year and a half ago, maybe a year and 3 months, I met a sister named Aaliyah.
Yeah.
And she came in. She was at work though. She was wearing a hijab. And I was just curious. Something just in me. I know now it was Allah. But at the time I didn't.
Yeah.
I started asking her questions. She couldn't really tell me much. And I was just interested.
Yeah.
And then I prayed that night. I was like, look, God, I will fully, commit. But just tell me, is it Christianity or Islam? Just guide me. So, I forgot all about it. About 3 months later, Aaliyah texted me out of nowhere on WhatsApp, and she was like, I moved back to Ethiopia.
Wow.
Are you still interested in Islam? And I was like, yes, of course. She sent me 100 videos.
That's amazing.
And it just made so much sense. Everything fit like a glove.
That's amazing.
Then I learned a bunch of things. My whole perspective on Islam just changed completely.
That is so good.
And
Yeah.
and everything made sense. And then I studied it for a couple months on my own. Like I would look up Dr. Zakanite, and like I would watch a bunch of things, and like every question that I had with Christianity was answered in Islam.
Was answered in Islam.
And it's not a blind faith, like it's proof. So like to me, like I know it's faith, but to me it's like not even faith. Because
that's true.
I mean it's proof. It's 100% accurate.
Yeah.
Like the Quran is accurate. The Quran has stuff in there that scientists are just now figuring out. So how they know that 1400 years ago, it makes no sense, but it's the truth.
Exactly.
It's from God.
Yeah.
Like, and then it's another thing that made me accept it. Like, I was always taught the Bible was 100% accurate, and it's not.
Yeah.
Like, there's a bunch of verses contradicting each other.
That's true.
But in the Quran, it's 80% factual. The other 20% just ain't proven yet, or it ain't disproven. But like I said, they're just now figuring out proven stuff.
Yeah.
So like, give it time, inshallah. Like that, the other 20 will be proven. So like,
That's true.
it's no. And then, but the Arabic was asking me, why do you do this and this and this and this? Like grow my facial hair. Like, why do you, like, and then 2 years ago, you weren't doing none of this. And it, like, weird. Like, and I was like, no, because it's like this.
Yeah.
The foundation of Islam, like the basics, made so much sense that I have no problem accepting the other things. And then even the other things like Sunnah and stuff, like, if you really know why, it makes sense. And everything has an explanation.
Yeah, so-
That's what I love about Islam.
Yeah. So basically, one of your friends make you convert to Islam, like make you
Yeah.
research about it, and then when you research, you see
Well,
that.
it's all law, but he sent her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Her.
tell me
My
about
bad.
it.
Yeah. So she just told you about it, and you just like research and you find the truth, hopefully, and then you convert to Islam.
One of the hardest things, I will tell you this, one of the hardest things is, like myself and a lot of Christians, they know Islam makes sense, but that it's the last thing they want to do is revert, because they and I felt like I was going against God, like I was going to hell.
Yeah.
Like, why question Christianity? Like, and then I was always taught Islam is like our enemy. So
That's true.
that's why a lot of them don't want to really hear it. They think it's like open up a room for the devil. But if you, I'll let God show you wills. So if you go on with the open mind, like it definitely makes sense. There's no way you cannot accept
Yeah.
it.
So what you're saying is, if you're like open-minded person, and if you not like if you're like accepting the truth, the fact that the truth is true, you can't convert to Islam easily. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So my next question is, what made you impressed most in Quran?
Just that, like everything is factual. And it's so many years ago, and they're still proving it right now. And like it's words from God. You know, like it's so much peaceful.
Yeah.
Like at peace. And like I know, it's amazing. Like it's hard to say it. Like it's not just a book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like from God, you know. So it's like, yeah, that's the most amazing part. It's like all factual.
Yeah. So, like as you said, Quran is not just a book, because like as we know, there's a quote which says Islam is a religion of peace. So the Quran, if you read like any verse, just open a random one, what God's saying is making sense, you know. So yeah, thank you. So Our next question is, we know that a lot of people who had been in the same difficulties as you, they are surrendering from life, but what is the reason that you keep fight for it?
Well, it's simple. Like, I've always been taught, like, never give up, just keep going. But, like, this world, see, and here's another question you had, that I kind of blend it all together. Okay, like, this world is a test.
Exactly.
The things that was upsetting before that made me an angry person, like, for instance, I'm terminally ill. I'm dying. My legs are messed up. I can't do what I used to. You know, a lot of things that were making me mad. Now, flip side, I look at them in a totally different perspective. Like, Allah loves me. He's making it easier for me to get in Jannah.
Mashallah.
Then, like, all of them are blessings. Like, I look at a lot different. Like, first, it's like my legs not working. I use a wheelchair. It slowed me down, and I can, like, study the Quran, get more in touch with Allah, you know, dive more into my deen. And that's the purpose of this life.
Exactly.
Is to get closer to your Creator. You know, it's about, like, they say, like, this life is like a paradise to a disbeliever, but a believer, it's a prison, a cage.
Exactly.
So, like, this is a test. You know what I'm saying? It's not meant to be, like, super happy. He didn't promise us to be happy. You know, it's like a test for the happiness in the hereafter. So my mind is always on the hereafter. So that's pretty much why I keep going. Is because I'm focused on the hereafter. Like, and that's what keeps pushing me. This is nothing. This means absolutely nothing. I could die tomorrow. You know, that's closer to what I'm, you know, looking after.
Thank you. So basically, you see life as a test, and like as you said, for the people who's not believing, the life is like paradise, you know. But the people who is believing afterlife, who is in a religion, it's like a cage, it's like a prison for them. Because like if you fail this test, there is a like eternity, like eternal bad things which will be waiting for you, right? So my second question is, if you have a chance to give an advice which the whole world will listen, what would that advice be?
Really sit back and think about the basics. Like, why are we here? What are we doing here? And what do I need to do to prepare like for the future? Like, for instance, like what religion should I accept? And like really keep an open mind, and what makes sense, just like look into it. Look into Islam. I wish I could say that, but like Islam is the truth. Bottom line, like anybody would know if they accept it. So that's the advice. And another advice, like I said before, this life does not matter.
Exactly.
So is the hereafter.
Exactly. So, as you said, like, for a person, if researching is not hard for them, if they just research, get in their mind, Islam is a true religion.
Yeah.
They will, like, easily understand.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So
it's very basic.
Exactly.
It's not like God wouldn't make it like hard to understand.
Yeah, I
like,
mean, it has to be basic, right? Because like if God makes it too hard, Allah makes it too hard, then how can some people understand it?
Exactly.
That is why it's too easy. That's true. So my other question is, what do you think is the most important for a Muslim to be more connected to his religion? Is it like praying? Is it like sadaqah maybe? I don't know, anything.
Taqwa. That's the first word that comes to mind. Like, be aware of Allah and your connection with Him.
Yeah.
That's what matters the most. And once you have taqwa and are aware of Allah, always keep them on your mind and tongue, like Bismillah.
That's right.
Always. And
Exactly.
and think about them. Then once you do that, everything else will come.
That's true.
Like praying will come. If you have taqwa, praying will come, fasting will come. You will want to praise your Creator.
Yeah.
Worship Him.
So you're saying taqwa is the
Yes.
Nice. So my next question is, how did you felt after your first pray in Islam?
I felt peaceful, like peace. Like I'm doing the right thing. I just felt like relieved. Relieved. It's another one. Like relieved, like I found the truth.
Yeah.
I feel like I cracked the code to life.
That
I
is
feel
right.
like Islam is the code to life. It answers every question a lot of people had. And it gives me like so much purpose.
Yeah, it is.
It's like it's the answer to everything in life.
It is true. Like in Islam, as you can see, there's like nothing which is negative. Allah wants you to act good to people. Allah wants you to act good to society, to yourself, to your body. Because like this body is not like fully ours. It's like we just borrowed from Allah for like a short time, maybe 80 years, maybe 90 years, maybe 10 years. It doesn't matter. But like when we go to afterlife, we have to pay back this body to Allah, which is inshallah we can do. So my other question is, how is your relatives or your friends react to your decision of becoming a Muslim?
Well, it's kind of simple. When I took my Shahada, I absolutely knew Islam was the truth. Like I said previously, my family was kind of like distant.
Yeah.
So like that, they weren't really close. So like, and my connection with our Creator means more than anything.
Exactly.
So if something don't align with that, they have to go. So really what I'm saying, like all of my friends now are the brothers at the masjid. I come here at the masjid most every day until I pray. And if I don't mess with nobody that's not Muslim. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like everybody I had to like stop talking to. Like not being mean, but like I be friendly, like, hey, how you doing? But that's it.
Yeah.
Like if you ain't Muslim, you have like that's what matters.
That is our goal.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. So after you become a Muslim, does your opinions and view to life changed?
Yeah.
In what way?
Because before I used to view life like YOLO. You only live once.
Exactly.
So I would do everything like I ain't gonna go into detail, but I would do everything self-desires, like to please myself, because I only live once. But now my whole perspective changed. Like there's a life after this, the hereafter.
Exactly.
So like this is a test.
Exactly.
So like paradise. See, in dunya, we as Muslims have to have stop signs. Like you can't do that, you can't do that. That's wrong. You know what I'm saying? But that's fine because, like you said, Allah designed it for us. And oh no, I kind of lost
It's
track.
okay. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. So,
Love you.
So, my questions are finished right now. So, before we end the interview, do you want to add something?
No.
No? Alright. It's
I
okay.
mean, if you think of any more,
Yeah,
I will answer them whenever.
exactly, sir. Okay, Mr. Yuan, thanks so much for the interview. This is the
Thank
first
you.
interview that I ever did in my life. So, it will be a big pleasure for me. Thanks so much.
It was good.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.